Hello, my name's Al DeChico. I live in Golden Valley, and I understand that this is a federal issue. I understand that from speaking to the governor's office, that they cannot or will not even make a statement about this. My question is, have you tested the rainwater? And if you haven't, have you seen the results of our rainwater tests? And also, are you aware that many of the people sitting in this room right here have very high levels of barium, aluminum, and strontium in their blood? People are getting sick and dying. And we want the ADEQ not just to give us a little speech today, but actually to maybe perhaps speak out against it if you know it's going on. And if not, I would suggest you do a lot more investigation. We've been doing it for years. So I'd like a comment on, one, the rainwater, what's in it, and two, what's in our blood. And if it's not coming from geoengineering,
evidence, if they have enough accumulated evidence to be of interest, can you tell us who to send it to get an investigation going? Because if their health is in danger, that's within your mission statement. My third question to you is, if there is sufficient evidence to invoke your jurisdiction for the purposes of your mission statement, can the state of Arizona, through your office or through someone else, file that complaint against the federal government and get something moving?
Sky, and when you see these planes go from one end of what you see to the other and back again and back again and back again, and you have sometimes as many as 10 planes doing this at one time. And you know, we have gotten a hold of Jan Brewer's office and the senators throughout the United States. And in Jan Brewer's office, finally, they said, oh, well, you need to do the FAA. We got a hold of them, nothing. They said, there's nothing, it's contrails. So then we go back to Jan Brewer's office and no one will talk again. And really, frankly, we're not the only people. There are people all over the place that have sent information in. Now you're here and you're inadequate to be able to take care of this for us, but whoever can, anybody who's in a place of power, like Kelly Ward or you in your office, you need to really push this, because really, we are being sprayed like we're bugs, and it's really not okay.
Declares a state of national emergency, he and all of his people gain immunity. So if you sue the federal government and you go into the courtroom, the judge lacks subject matter jurisdiction over any evidence submitted by the president during a time of national security as declared by him. So in other words, there's hardly any way you're going to win a lawsuit if he makes that declaration. This is a very difficult problem. I litigated that issue for 20 years. And the Supreme Court agreed with that stupid decision.
And even remove some of the public officials that represent us. I do appreciate Kelly Ward for taking our questions, but how about if we do this again, we get a little bit more serious about it. Instead of lawyers and mouthpieces that can answer questions and cover for people, we start talking about the truth. There is something going on there, and I'm not the only one that's kind of upset about it. So how about if we do this again, we get a little bit more to the bottom of the truth and bring some of your scientists and let's see some of the proof. And incidentally, I got one last story and then I'll return this microphone. You know, in the early 1950s, when jet airplanes would fly over the house in West Virginia, my dad, who was a doctor by the way, we would go out and he would explain the difference between the jets and the propeller planes. I understood about the condensation trail way back in the 1950s. And you know, I've been watching those planes in the sky ever since. And as my memory serves me, about 1990, when I was going around exercising at the park over here, I looked up in the sky and I says, what in the heck is that? I've never seen that before. My dad was still alive then. I remember calling him a day or two later, talking to him on the phone. Have you ever seen anything like this? Well, I'm 60 years old, and I've watched the sky for most of that 60 years, and I'm telling you, I don't need to be a scientist. There's something changed. I don't know physics. If I drop this microphone behind my back, I don't need to be a master in physics to know it's not going to strike the ceiling, it's going to strike the floor. So the next time we have one of these meetings, let's get a little bit more serious about this and bring in some of the people that can answer these questions and the people that have the power, like Kelly Ward, to take it a step farther. We start actually getting to the bottom of this. We start reminding our elected officials we are concerned and we want something done. And we're not going to take no for an answer much longer.
And be safe out there, man. No fear, armor up. That's all you got to do is armor up, speak out, no fear, and see if we can make a difference. Anyway, guys, much love. Here we go. Let's play this song called Rise.